news at 5:45 with Alastair Stewart.
Mr. Lawson says fewer on the dole means the health service can have 2 billion extra. Vauxhall recall 170,000 cars because of brake problems. The Milltown Cemetery killings, a Belfast man faces 6 murder charges. And more revenge attacks on Palestinians as Israel goes to the polls. Good evening. The Chancellor has promised an extra £2 billion for the health service next year. Mr. Lawson says he can afford it because unemployment is down and council house sales are up.
This is BBC1.
The 6 o'clock news from the BBC with Nicholas Witchell and Laurie.
Good evening. The headlines at 6 o'clock. The National Health Service is to get an extra £2 billion next year. The news was given by the Chancellor in his autumn statement. But Mr. Lawson's had to treble his forecast for the trade gap and agreed that inflation will be higher than he predicted in the spring. For Labour, Gordon Brown said the Chancellor had compounded rather than corrected the errors of his budget. Mrs. Thatcher has told her backbench rebels many people want to pay for teeth and eye checks, but she still faces a close vote this evening. Also tonight, the Israeli general election, but will there be a clear winner? What to do with the waste, the shortlist of sites for nuclear dumps? And the Afghan city where the Russians and the rebels have done a deal.